Alright folks, it's about 2.8 gigabytes of micropatch for this holiday ops, so lots of stuff to cover, like the 5 versus 5 versus 5 special mode called Winter Raid, and other stuff on the Supertest. So this video will be a mishmash of different stuff, wrapping up 2024, but let's take a look at the new styles in the large boxes for holiday ops. VZ55, the second holiday ops style, technically the third skin for this vehicle, but it's more dwarven of a blue gel powered steampunk thingamajig, so kinda like the Gothic Warrior, but has the animation of blue fumes or smoke coming out of the gun barrel after firing, but there is animation after you load up. Yet the headlights came on and smaller stuff, but visually it's not the worst looking skin, but definitely not as good as the first holiday ops skin for this vehicle. And this thing did get nerfed after the autoloader from like 2400 DPM to like 2100 or something, but I mean, it is okay. They have a different animation after firing the gun with the single shot as opposed to the autoloader, so the muzzle brake is slightly different, but slight detail, I guess. Mounting the different gun, you have a different muzzle brake, and smoke should come out of this muzzle brake a little bit differently, the blue smoke thing, but alright, I guess that's fine. So different muzzle brake for the different gun choices, but it's okay. Definitely not as good as the first holiday ops style for this vehicle. There's no battle pass. Yeah, not as good as this one. This one is so much better. It doesn't have animation, but it doesn't need it, right? It's realistic. This thing is like Skyrim or Oblivion of a dwarven design, so like a 7 out of 10. Okay. The rod. Oh god. Grille 15 as a fishing pole. I mean, it fits with the aesthetics. It's a long barrel gun, but god damn it, this vehicle is possibly the worst performing tier 10 tank destroyer in the game. It's a long rod of a gun barrel. The fish does not sing. The fish has no sea shanty. It does not move about. Oh, that's unfortunate. Missed opportunity. Definitely missed opportunity. Lots of random weed and fishing lines, fishing nets, lures on the gun shield, but that's a very big ass lure if you think about it. Holy, that's the size of a tuna or something. It's a very big fishing rod, but I mean, aesthetically it fits the gun. Such a long barrel gun, but it's, oh god, it's not that great. You have fishing hook for marks of excellence. Just a small detail, but okay. There's no animation of singing fish. I mean, the first style from, was it actually Battle Pass? Not Battle Pass, Holiday Ops 2. It's the second round of Holiday Ops skin for this vehicle too. Yeah, this style. This was in the first round of Holiday Ops back in like 2019 or 2020. With the bad chat with the IS-7, right? Oh. I have a skin mod. The skin mod is so much better. You have a fishing rod. Oh no, it's okay. It's like a 6. I don't think this is as good. I mean, if it gives an animation to the fish, that might be a 7, but it's not as good as this, right? This is not as big of an eyesore. God, it's okay, I guess, but it's not crazy. I don't think it's that crazy. Alright, British Steel, a black version of a Centurion Action X. Technically the third style for this vehicle now. It has headlights, and the minigun should rotate based on the video, but don't know what the actual condition is. Possibly shooting the gun will animate the miniguns on top, but I guess it's okay. It's black, so not the biggest of eyesore, but more like Expendables, Action X, Centurion. I still think the first Battle Pass style for this vehicle is better. The Merely 13 style is also not as bad, but I mean, it's okay. I mean, it has a rammer thing, a bumper thing, and 4 headlights with the minigun. The minigun should spin up based on some condition in the battle, presumably firing the gun or something. But yeah, not as good as, definitely not as good as the original Battle Pass style. Even though the machine gun, the anti-material super big machine gun is super huge on top of the turret, like takes up half of your reticle or something. But yeah, this is a little bit better in my opinion. And this is also like a 7.5. It's okay, not the worst, but yeah. The best style out of all of them, the Tortoise. Somehow the animation is not going. Web page broke. Yeah, web page broke. Tier 9s are getting styles, but has hares or bunnies on the marks of excellence. Mantis blades, digging stuff. Looks like barnacles a little bit on the superstructure. Very large barnacles, but maybe aesthetics of the stuff. It's not exactly a sea themed like with the fishing rod, the Grille 15, right? So I don't know if there are barnacles or just rock aesthetics between the actual camo of the actual vehicle, but yeah, the best style out of all of them. I think this is the best. It's actually more realistic. It is not a big eyesore. It's a tier 9, so also the mantis blades are symmetrical, so that's nice. Small OCD for me, but there's the animation. They changed the stuff for the 32 pounder. And did this thing have the 20 pounder as well? It should be this 32, 20 pounder. Yep. And the 120. So stock guns will change. I'm not buying back the guns. No need. But yeah, thankfully they put different gun model into the stuff. The Orlik Skoda T50. It's a train aesthetic. I mean, cannot really see the pike-shaped hull front. It's still there, but did the headlights have animation? No, just automatically on all the time. There's no choo-choo sound. It's okay of a style, but this is like an 8, I think. I mean, remove the little cart thing, the rail track cart thing. I think it'll be a little bit better, but give it also the mantis blade on the Skoda T5051 from tier 10. That would be nice, but it's a train aesthetic. Maybe give it a chimney stack or something. Or maybe turn it into like a Thomas the Tank Engine. Wasn't there a green vehicle? I think the old man from, or the old train thing in the Thomas the Tank Engine show, that was green, right? I have no idea. I forgot. It's been like what, 20 years, 25 years since I watched that thing. It's okay. It's not the worst. I mean, it's like an 8. It's fine. This thing. It has animation opening up the gun barrel, but it's the most popular tier 9 artillery. Frankly, because the firepower and the mobility of this stuff, but the 53-55 has a weird looking, similar style to the Sheridan, right? The gun barrel opens up. Special animation. Does it have it for the 155? It's a smaller barrel gun for the... It does also has the animation, but the top gun is shorter barrel than the 155. you use this gun for the stun missions, in the personal mission stuff, but 8-inch howitzer is like 203 or so, caliber wise, but yeah, special animation with the opening of the barrel, but yeah, this thing is more like the Sheridan, the salamander skin with the naval theme. So torpedoes, large rudders, anchors. The only thing is the umbilical cord is really big of an eyesore. It's also not positioned that good looking thing. I mean, it's like a weird twist on the actual hose or air hose. I mean, it's like a scuba diver thing. Yes, I get the aesthetics, but God, it's such an eyesore with the umbilical cord. I mean, it's not even wrap around. I don't know. It's like a weird hairdo of a thing, I guess. So, headlights light up. You can go drown yourself, but yeah, at least you're fast enough to do so. Okay. Umbilical cord is not great looking. This is the only nuance on this vehicle that's a big ass eyesore. I mean, compare this to the Sheridan. I mean, Sheridan looks fine, I guess. Sheridan. Yeah, it looks fine. Naval theme. Has the rudder and the lifesaver, right? It doesn't even have the lifesaver? It doesn't even have the lifesaver. Oh. But it's kind of the same theme, right? But this thing doesn't have the gigantic umbilical cord sticking out the turret. So this is like a 6 out of 10. Oh, okay. Oh, there you go, folks. Take a look at the new styles. But so you can also get 3D attachments. This was mentioned on the original website page introducing this stuff, but the most important ones are the more realistic ones rather than the heavy metal large plate thing. So you can get different sets, and you can obtain all of them separately. So they will not give you like 2 sharks without giving you 1 binocular. So it'll all be evenly spread out. But yeah, these ones are not the craziest. You get a dragon head, some sort of boat thing, I have no idea, rocket thing. Yeah, these are not really realistic unless you have 2 sea mines. You could put it like a testicle or something. The 3 is not. 3 is kind of weird, or like the Total Recall titties. So unfortunately, the placement of the 3D style are always fixed. You cannot put the 3 sea mines onto the hull front like with the Total Recall, the little hooker with 3 titties. You cannot do that. So it's a fixed mounting. That's unfortunate. You cannot put like multiple flamethrower guitars on your vehicle. It's only 1, so it's kind of limiting too, right, when you think about it. But yeah, this is the funniest one. The rest is okay. It's whatever. You're not putting in like 3 sharks on your vehicle. You cannot do that. So you can also get more 3D attachments from Jason Statham and his mission line. So the best one is obviously the minigun, and you get ammo boxes, flamethrower kits, searchlight, and a recoilless rifle or launcher. But it's only 1 out of all of these. You don't get multiple. Also, have you noticed something? From the original video, there were more stuff. I mean, granted, some of the heavy metal stuff are re-carried over into like the Hall of the Ops boxes, but what happened to like jet propulsion thing, especially the 40mm rocket pods from like Apache or Cobra? You cannot get 2 of these and strap it to the side of your side skirts or side of your turret. That would be great, but no. Where the hell is the 40mm rocket pods? I have no idea. So some of these got removed, but at least we're getting the minigun that actually spins around and stuff. There's no sandbags. There's no camouflage nets. There's nothing super cool out of all of these, right? This is just basically a square box you can put onto the back of your vehicle. I mean, you cannot put like multiple rocket pods onto your turret. God damn it. All the fun stuff out the window. All the fun stuff out the window. So there's a winter raid mode. It is a special mode that's basically 5 versus 5 versus 5. It's like capture the flag, and delivered to your base. I don't know if it's a respawn system, but this is the actual map. So 5 versus 5 versus 5. You capture presents and bring it back to your base. So capture the flag in essence, but this might be the mission track. You unlock more 3D stuff. So hopefully they put the rocket pods into this mission track, but hopefully. I want the rocket pods. So you're playing a BZ-75, a AMX-13105, and a Leopard 1 with a machine gun with a autocannon. But you're capturing gifts onto the back of your vehicle. So deliver them to your base. It's a more cartoonish of a style, so it's a little bit different than what you expect. But it's a team of 3, not team of 2 also. So deliver the presents, collect the presents, shoot the enemy, yada yada. It comes out confetti after you shoot. There's a special badge or a special mode clicking thing. It's on the 16th, I believe. But special BZ-75, infinite large repair kit, large medical kit, and fire extinguisher, I presume. But 3 supply, 3 items, presumably. So stats wise, reloads real quick for 7-Droid Alpha, and 300mm pen. Yeah, DPM on this thing is crazy. Accuracy kind of if, but has a very quick aim time. Also has 99 charges of rockets, right? I have no idea. Is that the is that 99, like with 4 seconds of boosts? Have to confirm. You have to confirm. 99 charges of rockets. I think the first number is number of rockets, right? Mobility. Yeah. Number of charges and duration. So 6 charges of 10 seconds duration. This thing is 99 charges of 4-second duration. So boost all the time. And base horsepower per turn ratio is not half bad at 14. So always been boosting, I guess. Has no camo while moving. And kind of garbage view range. That's a very good radio for some reason, even though it doesn't matter. Alright. AMX-13105. Same thing with equipments or consumables. But autoloader 3 rounds. Still very quick traverse. Holy, 90 degrees almost per second. I mean, accuracy is still kind of if. DPM is about the same, but has half the health of the BZ tank. Better mobility, definitely. And it also keeps the camo while moving. Same view range. Yeah, same view range. Same radio. And it's still not bad. I mean, DPM is very high. And you're sneaking about, delivering the packages. And to counter the AMX-13105, you have a Leopard 1 with an autocannon. With a very chubby chode of an autocannon. It is only 200mm pen, but 35 alpha damage. I mean, has 25 rounds? I mean, 12 degrees gun depression, but DPM is still about the same. So I wonder if they have better high explosive autocannon rounds. Traverse is quick and relatively decent mobility, but no camo while moving, and the best view range. So you're spotting. How does that counter the camo on the AMX-1390? I wonder. You have the view range, but you don't have the distance. So yeah, the balancing is a little bit different, I guess. So choose your poison, but 5 versus 5 versus 5, that seems decent. So finally, let's wrap up with Supertest stuff. And we're almost done. Yep, Supertest stuff. So new MBT-B, original stats from early 2023, January of that year. So original stats, high mobility, high punching power, you already know, but they nerfed it to the current version on the game files. So current version has less DPM and some of the less armor on the stuff. I forgot to mention black vehicles. Yay, okay. I'll talk about it later. But yeah, current version has less mobility, less firepower, about the same pin, but they nerfed the the patch of armor right here from like 260 to like 240 or 220. So this armor right here is not as good. Originally it was impenetrable at 300 or something. Yeah, 240. Originally this was like 260 at least. Almost like 280 or something. So it's very good armor. 190 hull upper plate that's sloped 200. So they're nerfing the armor dramatically. Original stats, but on the Supertest, the third iteration of this vehicle, but auto reloader now, 5-round clip, about the same accuracy, longer aim time. It's faster though. 18.3 horsepower per ton ratio at 55 km/h top speed. Armor gets dramatically nerfed. 300 to like 200, and like 200 on the hull to like 105. Side armor gets all, oh god. So it's more like a medium tank, but has the firepower and the mobility. So compare this to the Russian server. Funny enough, the Russians tier 11 MBT-B has about the same horsepower per ton ratio. A little bit better top speed, but still keeping the armor, right? It still keep the thick armor front, but I have to see with the actual tanks.gg. So, Russian server version, tier 11, American heavy tank. The armor is, yeah, still about the same. So, yeah, 240 for the wedge, Nook, 240. This should be about 300. Yeah, this play is 300 on our server. And no large chimney of a viewport and slots. That's a Russian server. Yeah, it's 350 on the turret cheeks. Oh, there is a view range system thing that's blocking with 20mm of space armor, but yeah, it's 350 on the turret cheeks. So the Russian server has a little bit nerf of the armor. 65 at the hull sides. Ugh. 90. 65. I mean 90. About the same. But on paper, they're nerfing it to 50. So I don't know. I mean, we'll have to see, but this is likely if they're going to put the Czech tier 10 152 tank destroyer, the DBV 152, I think DBV, that thing will likely be assembly shop. This might be the second half of 2025 assembly shop, so we'll have to wait, but we don't have any more tier 10s in the lineup, so we're kind of due, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see. The Chopper, tier 7, tech tree, heavy tank, British, with a double barrel. Looks like a 20-pounder or so. I mean, the Alpha is more like the 20-pounder, right? But double shotting. There's no full stats page, just this Supertest stats page. So, not the fastest, but hull front is 130 sloped. And turret front is 180 sloped. I mean, it's not as good armor as the T29, but it could work with the surprise of 460 alpha, right? I mean, real time could be better for 7.7 seconds of 230 alpha. It should be like 6 seconds, right? Competing against the Tiger 1 with the 88, but yeah, it's okay, I guess. Decent health for tier 7 though. Not bad. Alright, tier 8 Conceiver. It's a 32-pounder or so with the improved alpha. Shell velocity could be better, but a little bit better reload time. 7.1 for 32-pounder gun is not that bad with that alpha damage. About the same mobility. 280 turret front. Cupola looks still kinda chubby. And 120 rounded hull front. 80 hull sides. Not the worst. It could be better, but I think the gun will perform. Only worry about the cupola, right? The cupola is kinda big. It's more like a chubby Conqueror turret also. A little bit. And Contender at tier 9. It's a 105 now with a duck looking bill. on a muzzle brake thing. So when I look at the actual trailer, this thing also animates if you're using the double shot or single shot. So one will close if you're using the single shot, which is kind of neat. But 11 seconds for a 390 Alpha. I mean, it's about the same as with the Conqueror, but you have no rammer capability. Mobility is still about 13.6 horsepower per ton ratio with like 34-ish kilometers per hour top speed. 165 hull front, a little bit better now, and 280. Cupola is still kind of massive, so unless the rangefinders are not incorporated into the actual armor model thing, right? This little rangefinder bar on top, but it could be like with the French and still be counted, so we'll have to wait and see. Tier 9 French versatile heavy tank, autoloader, 105 looks like, 2 rounds auto 105. So it's like a French version of a VZ55 or VZ51 at tier 9. Mobility is not bad, top speed not bad, hull armor kind of questionable. Only 90. It is sloped, but only 90. It is 240 turret front. It is somewhat flat. So aggressive medium tank that's disguised as a heavy with 2 rounds, right? Accuracy is not bad. Aim time is not bad. Gun depression is not bad. It's like a French VZ51 then. There is a, I mean, we already have the token tanks, the ERAC 105 Proto and the Object 265T for next year. So this is still might be in like large boxes for like St. Patrick's Day or Waffentrigger or Lunar New Year, right? They put so many loot boxes throughout the year. So okay, fine. I mean, this is not the worst out of a heavy tank at tier 9, but it's more like a medium. Yeah, more like a medium. And finally, VCS 6x6 TS 90mm. It's a car. It's a special car, presumably premium car at tier 9. We have a premium light tank for the French, the 𝗪𝗪𝗽75. So that's a actual tank, even though it drives could be like the car with the double mode or turbo mode. And we have the ERAC 105 Proto that has become a special category for Battle Pass. It's a token tank. So actual premium car for tier 9 for the French. But 2 round clip, 90mm, surprise burst damage, even though accuracy is not the best. Also penetration, so shoot the sides, but pretty good top speed, pretty good reverse speed. Does it have the rapid mode with the tracks or with the wheels? Doesn't look like it, right? I mean, unless the middle wheel goes up, but they don't show it right now. I mean, it's pretty nimble. So it's a big body too. It's a lot bigger than the EBRs, right? EBRs is the tracks is covering the side armor. This is like basically a minivan in size. So it's not exactly EBR, and shooting at the side armor will likely pin based on the freaking size of this vehicle. There's a typo with the camo while moving. It should be the same. They mentioned that, but has no armor. Gets chewed up by autocannons, even though matchmaking is a little bit different for cars versus actual tanks. But yeah, it's okay. It's not as toxic from what I feel based on the body size. It's a very big body compared to an EBR, but nah, okay. And well, there you go, folks. So basically wrapping up 2024. They did not mention some of the older stuff they were supposed to do. So with this original video back in 22nd of last December of 2023. So basically it shows you the summary of different stuff happening for this year. This is the lion, doesn't count. No exploding fuel trucks, or yeah, the fuel tank thing did not happen. So none of that. smoke screen turning to weather effects. At the same frontline stuff. Manticore stuff or Griffin stuff, we don't care. Onslaught, yada yada. New achievements, that doesn't matter. Clan War stuff that happened with the ST62. The version number 2. That doesn't matter. This thing did not happen. Yeah, this thing, it's more like Fall Guys or Ultimate Ninja Warrior, American Gladiator thing. Did not happen. Buffs to the Bat Chat, to the Panzer 7. Not as much for the Panzer 7 as with the Bat Chat. New tech tree. Yep, we saw the tech trees. Funny enough, Polish tank destroyers, the premium tanks, the premium Grom, came out 6 months after the tech tree. And the VZ68 will come out like 2 or 3 months after the actual light tanks. So it's been a while. At least the Type 63 came out before the actual Japanese heavy tanks, but did not make a big splash. All of these vehicles did not make a big splash. I thought the light tanks were going to be fun, but skill cap is a little bit way too high against the also scouting matchmaking of other light tanks. No. Yep, autocannons, large caliber guns that does no damage at long range. They can surprise butt sex a Object 252U at very close range. I dealt 900 alpha with the Grom against a 252U and killed him. But yeah, did not make a big splash. We need more maps. It's just more effects for current maps. You need more destruction. There were no maps, no new maps this year. Sucks. Sucks. We definitely just give us more maps. Tanks isn't enough. We have about like 800 plus different tanks or more in the game. We need more maps. We definitely need more maps. Well, there you go, folks. Just a big wrap up of 2024 with some of the Supertest stuff and smaller tidbits, but all the core vehicles in this year's large boxes have a black skin to them for some reason. I guess aesthetically black skin, I guess, but it's not the same beige British skin or green Chinese skin, so all of them are black. No olive American skin or Czech skin, so all of them are black for some reason, but I guess aesthetically they're going with that. So not the worst, but you cannot identify them from a distance now without camo. Well, then again, it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. So does not apply to the lower tier vehicles. The SU-100I still has the green skin for the Russian base and the beige tannish for American, yada yada. So I guess it's all German now, even more German, or black German vehicles. It's even more so than the actual German grayish paint. But there you go, folks. Miscellaneous stuff, a bunch of random crap. Expect a Gabler destroyer likely tomorrow for well-deserved reward. And this thing is massive. This thing is huge. Notice the size of this thing. When I did the profile picture or the thumbnail for the videos, I used the same aspect ratio for all the vehicles lined up. This thing is massive. It's about the same size as a Centurion. Yeah, notice the size of it. It's taller than a BZ-75. So putting on a Centurion, let's just use the 7.1 for historical purposes. Alright, this is a 7.1 Centurion. Notice the size of this vehicle compared to a Gabler destroyer. It is massive. You see how notice the size of it, alright? Notice from this angle, a side profile shot. Oh crap, I'm stupid. Yeah, see that? It's almost the same size as a Centurion. Not that that's a terrible comparison. Let me do this a little bit better. Give me a split second. There's no direct size comparison. You can just do. Alright, notice the size. Memorize it. It's practically the same length and height as a freaking Centurion. The Gabler destroyer is massive. It is huge. Well, there you go, folks. So, happy holidays. As always, thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Collect your well-deserved reward before tomorrow. Otherwise, it goes away. But I'll see you guys next time. Peace.